Hey, salute to the Angry Black Man Media Squad, your main man, Chief Saki. Want to holler at y'all real quick, man. I know I put a video out last week about the whole Russia-Ukraine war. I bet ain't nobody come talk to me about that shit. Well, I just been watching the news and paying attention to all of what's going on and what's being said. And it's just funny to me how every other report that I see from the American media about this war is about how Russia's struggling and the Ukrainians is being able to resist their attacks, and the Russian military is weak and they're using old weaponry. And some videos went viral a few weeks ago or last week. Some old lady supposed to be talking to a Russian soldier, talking about put these sunflower seeds in your pocket because when we kill you, you're going to die and sunflowers going to grow. And I'm just looking at all of these things that's coming out about this war, and I'm just wondering to myself, why the fuck would anybody believe anything that the American media tells them? Especially concerning a war at a time when America is gearing up to have to go into the war. Do you think that they're going to come on the news and tell you, oh my God, this Russian military is overwhelming. These are the most finest trained soldiers and they're blowing through the Ukrainian defenses like a hot knife through butter? Is that going to get people to want to join up for the American military? Is that going to get people, excited to want to go and stop the Russians? Or is the thing that they're going to tell you, yeah, the Russians are weak, the Russians look soft, yeah, their military isn't really all of that, and they're committing these crimes and being unjust against the Ukrainians, so that you will get incensed and get fueled and hatred towards the Russians, so that you will get that battery put in your back or in your children's back for them to go sign up for the military, to go be a part of the great American save the world, kill all the communist terrorist mission. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, if you believe in anything that's coming out of the goddamn TV concerning this war, then you a fool. I'm going to tell you what's happening over there. Russia is conquering Ukraine right now. And once Russia conquers Ukraine, they're going to have control over all the oil that Europe is so dependent upon. And once Russia has control over all that oil, then the rest of Europe and them Arab countries is going to shut the fuck up and let Russia be a sovereign nation. Not only that, once Russia takes control of Ukraine, China's going to look and say, oh shit, so the old Soviet Union is taking back their colonized territories. Well, guess what we about to do? We about to go and take Taiwan. And once the Chinese go to take Taiwan, the American stranglehold or the American stronghold over there in that South Pacific is going to be gone. And then you're going to have two superpowers in that Eastern Hemisphere with nuclear weapons and with vast militaries able to really just turn around and tell America, man, fuck you. So the propaganda that America is spewing has to be put to you in a way where you feel comfortable with your children joining this war and going to fight, because of course the big bad America is always going to be able to defeat, the evil communist anti-democracy forces or powers that be. It's all a bunch of bullshit, man. And as you watch this war continue to go on and continue to get worse, and you watch more nations begin to join in, blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, you have to realize that this has nothing to do with you. We don't have a dog in this race. We the people, again, that don't have a military, that don't have a government, that has no representation in the United Nations, which is why when it comes to times like these, we should gracefully bow out, let these people go fight they fight, and we gather ourselves together. Gather ourselves together and find out what can we do to become more of a family, to become one with one another so that we can lean on one another and depend on one another. Because best believe, as this economy continues to get worse, I'm looking right now, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm looking at the gas, and it should say $4. How the fuck you got $4 gas in Memphis, Tennessee? And it's only going to get worse. And guess what? The gas prices ain't got nothing to do with this war. This is what the reality of a life in America is now and going forward. So guess what? We're going to have to lean on one another. We're going to have to be there for one another. We're going to have to feed one another, clothe one another, and take care of one another, because we can't depend on no government to do it. We can't depend on no mayor to do it. We can't depend on no governor to do it. We can't depend on the federal government to do it. So we're going to have to do it ourselves. For all you brothers and sisters that see the writing on the wall and know that the time for us to do what we were supposed to do long ago is now, and come gather together with your brothers and your sisters, man. ISUPK.com. Morality is the movement. Righteousness has always been the standard. Salute to the Angry Black Man Media Squad. Chief Sock G, I holler at y'all.